Today is our third session in Fabulous Fridays, and we are going to learn how to upload and use Word, Excel, and PowerPoint files in Google Drive. On your screen right now, you should be able to see a Google document where I've made some directions about what we're going to do today that you might want a copy of. You can either copy down the address right here, which would be goo.gl/O-H, small l, capital A, capital V, small k, or if you can find the chat, which should be in the lower right-hand corner of your screen on your Zoom, you should find a link in there that you could copy and paste into the address bar in your browser, and you should be able to get to this document. We are going to do basically two things today. One, we're going to learn how to change the settings in Drive so that when we upload a Word, Excel, and PowerPoint file, that they come in as Microsoft Office files. And then we're going to learn how to go get an extension that will allow us to edit those files as Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. So the first thing we need to do is to get to Drive. And there are many ways to do that. If you open up a new tab in your Chrome browser, you should see these 9 little boxes over here. And when you click on them, they could get you to Drive. You also could just type in drive.google.com, and that will get you to your Drive. Or if you are in Chrome and you have the bookmarks address bar showing, right here in Apps, if you click on that, it will also get you to Drive. So once you get to Drive, you need to change some settings so that when you upload a file into Drive off of your computer, it will remain being a Word, Excel, or PowerPoint file. And the way we do that is we go over here to the far right-hand corner on the screen, and you should see a gearbox. And that gearbox, when you rest your cursor on it, will say Settings. When you click on that, you should see a second word, Settings, and you click on that. And then you should see General, and over here you should see Storage, Convert Files, Convert Uploads, Language, and Offline. The one we're interested in right now is Convert Uploads. And right here you'll say it says Convert Uploaded Files to Google Docs Editor Format. If you put a check mark in front of that, then it will turn everything into Google. Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Slides. What you want to do if you want them to remain Office files is make sure that this is not checked. Make sure there is not a check mark there. Okay, I'll demonstrate that one more time. You want to go into Drive. You want to find the gearbox that is clear on the far right-hand side. You click on that. You click on Settings. And you check to see that Convert Uploads does not have a check mark in it. Now I go in here and change this back and forth. Sometimes I do want my files converted, but today I don't, so I am not going to put a check mark there. Okay? Now that will enable me to upload a file, put it into Google Drive, and have it remain being a Word file, a PowerPoint, or an Excel file. But if I actually want to be able to edit the file up here, I have to go do one more thing. This time I have to get to the Chrome store. Again, you could type in chrome.google.com, and that should get you to the Chrome store. If you go to the bookmarks menu and you're here and have apps, you should be able to see the web store, and you can bring it up that way. You can get to the web store any way that you want. What we are going to add to Google Chrome today, and this only works in Chrome, it will not work in Safari or Firefox or Internet Explorer, it will only work in Chrome, is something called, we're going to search for Office Editing. Office Editing. And on our screen here, first you'll see there's some apps that come up. And we're not really interested in those apps today. We're interested in extensions down here and in the one that's called Office Editing for Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Now, if you do not have it installed in Chrome, you will see a blue button that says Add to Chrome. Since mine is already installed, it's saying rate it, but you should see would see a blue button that would say add to Chrome. You would go ahead and click on that and add it to your Chrome browser. Now, a very interesting thing about this one is that nothing will actually happen to your computer. Normally, when you add an extension, you go up here to the top of the Chrome browser and you will see an icon added. This particular one does not add an icon, but it is installed in Chrome and it will work behind the scenes. So once you have that installed, I'm going to go back to Google Drive now and I'm going to demonstrate how this works. So I'm going to go over here to New in my Google Drive and click on it, and I'm going to go to File, Upload, and I'm going to go to my desktop and I'm going to get a Word document that's called Lesson Title. And I'm going to open that. And then down here at the bottom of my screen, you should see that it is downloading to my Google Drive. Once it has completed, I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and I'm going to open it up, hopefully. And if your computer is slow, you'll actually see up here where it'll say something about the Chrome extension is working. Now, the way I know that this is in Word format is, first of all, there will be a W over here on the left-hand side of the screen with this icon will be W standing for Word. It says .doxk. That tells me that it's a Word document. You may notice right away that it is a very stripped down editor. You don't have a lot of options here for what you can do, but you can type in here and do basic editing functions here. The one thing you can't do is share it. When you go over here on the right-hand side of the screen and you see the share button, you at first think, oh, wow, I can, but notice the little lock. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to come up and give me this message. It's going to say you can edit and save Office files directly to Docs. To invite others to edit or add comments, save as a Google Docs. You can save it back to the original format at any time. So I'm going to demonstrate that. I'm going to go ahead and save this as a Google Doc. And you'll see it's now saying that it's converting it. It's now opened it again. And if you look up here on the top of my screen, you will see that I have a tab here that has a W on it that says Lesson Title. And over here I have one. This is the Google Docs icon with the lines on the page. So I now have it in here as a Google Doc. Now, as you look at this, you will notice that I have a lot more stuff than I had before. And that's because this was a template that I downloaded, that I got out of Word and brought in here. And now it has all of the extra typing in there that I would have to come in and get rid of that didn't show up when I brought it in as a Word doc. Now I could go over here and I could share it in all the normal ways that I could share with anyone else that we've done in the past. After I am done, everyone has worked on it. If I want it to go back to being a Word file, I have to go over here to File, Download As, and I could pick Microsoft Word. And then it would download onto my computer's hard drive. If I wanted it to be back into Google Drive again, I would then have to turn around and upload it again. Now, while working with Microsoft files inside Google Drive is not the simplest thing in the world, there is a way to do it. And especially if they're just for you, this extension will work fairly well for you. If you truly want to work with others on a Microsoft Office file, maybe one of you, and share it with others, one of the best bets might be to learn how to use Microsoft's solution to Google Drive or Microsoft's cloud storage called OneDrive. And if you'd like to know more about OneDrive, you can contact one of the tech people and they will be happy to help you.